Episode 22, entitled Snowbound, begins with Skeleton King visiting a frozen island. There he meets... Warlock? Well, he's the Lord of the North Ice. Skeleton King asks for his essence to fall on Sugazoom. What that means, we do not know, but what we do know is that it's snowing in Sugazoom! Yay! Chiro and Tari and Gibson are curious about the snow since it hasn't snowed in Sugazoom since forever, when Sparks and Otto engage in a monkey team snowball fight. Nova, however, doesn't seem to appreciate the weather. Otto mocks Sparks, causing him to hit Nova with a snowball. This angers Nova to the point of melting the snow around her.
Calm down, Nova. Do not let your anger get the best of you. You do remember the last time you lost your temper?
Yeah, I remember.
What? What happened last time? What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it, kid. Ancient history.
The snow is falling really hard as the team goes inside. The next morning it is still freezing and Gibson discovers the chill is coming from beneath Sugazoom. So the teams head off to find out why. Chiro's winter gear is pretty cool, by the way. The winds die down as we see some icicle thing. It attacks as we get a horde of them trying to chill everyone over. Nova again is having temper issues. Suddenly half the team gets dragged under the snow, causing Nova to have somewhat of a freak out before the rest of the team gets dragged down too. When the Hyperforce awakens, they see themselves in an ice prison as the people of the town are being frozen. The team gets free and Nova especially is in a bad mood. The people have to be defrosted, so the team go after the source. On the way, Chiro finally gets answers about Nova's temper.
It was a long time ago, Chiro. A long time ago. Mandarin was still a member of the monkey team, teaching me how to brave the elements. He was such a jerk. Even back then, I knew. I was freezing, and all I could think of was Mandarin, sitting behind that window laughing at me. Something happened. I don't know why, I just got so hot. Nearly blew the walls off the training room.
That little orange creep deserved it.
Chiro, I nearly destroyed the robot. I've tried to control my temper ever since. I've had to.
The Hyperforce find the source is some kind of Ice Queen?
Ice Queen, why are you always predatoring on dudes?
You should talk!
She attacks Chiro with an Ice Scorpion, but the team fights back soundly and seems to have won. As the team heads back to the robot, they learn that the snow is actually sentient, or living things. That ice lady comes back. The robot is frozen thick, so Otto goes to activate the heat beams from outside. And Tari and Sparks try to fend the Ice Witch off, but end up getting rather gruesomely frozen. As the team are climbing, Gibson loses energy and ends up frozen too. Otto makes it up first and fervently tries and succeeds to access the heat beams. However, Otto too ends up frozen before he can actually use the beams. More snow falls and it is only Nova and Chiro left. They fight alright, but Chiro too ends up a popsicle. Nova is about to be the last when... Nova melts the ice and seems to have saved the day, but her heat continues to spread afterwards, causing everyone to suddenly feel heat fatigue. Chiro calls to Nova so she can realize it before it is too late. Nova falls with her energy depleted into Chiro's arms. She heals in those handy DBZ chambers, having saved Sugazoom and almost destroyed it in the process. We end the episode learning that Skeleton King has tricked Morloth. And with the North Ice Lord weak, he steals his power to close the show. This episode obviously centers around Nova and how she has this issue with her temper that can endanger others. It's not uncommon among superhero lore to have someone insanely powerful but also a threat, so they need to keep themselves in check. Some of the cases I can think of off the top of my head are, of course, the Incredible Hulk, Dark Phoenix, and...
I surrender! No! Raven! Stop! It's okay. You're going to be all right.
On the surface, Nova having this ability kind of comes out of left field and is rarely touched upon again in the future. But Nova is both very kind-hearted and tends to be brash. Also, the team has had instances of trying to keep Nova's attitude in check.
So let's find it so I can smash it and pound it and slam it and...
Nova.
Her heat-based ability has even been hinted at as far back as episode 4. Also, there is a great little sequence involving Nova, Sparks, and Otto, where Sparks apologizes for the snowball incident.
Seriously. I'm sorry about that snowball to the face.
Oh no, you can't help it. You're the dumb monkey.
It's true. You are the dumb monkey.
Nova answering back humorously and Sparks playing along to try and keep Nova happy is rather sweet of a moment. Notice Otto playing along the joke way, showing that he is actually the, quote, dumb monkey. Although in the race to the heat rays, Otto actually uses his smarts quite well, using his saws as makeshift ice climbing tools to get to the top first, and in almost an instant, rewire the robot to start the heat beams. Pretty good for the dumb monkey. Well, that does it for now. Stay tuned for episode 23.
Okay, we get back to the robot, and it's soup all around.
Most disconcerting.
For what? I make great soup.